Pisces, welcome to April 2017. This is a very dynamic month, and you're coming to some amazing, astonishing insights and awarenesses into the other dimensions. This is one dimension. This is the physical dimension. This is third and fourth dimension, and there's 33 layers, 33 levels of dimensions. Earth is ascending, moving into fifth dimension. You are ascending. We're all ascending into fifth dimension. We're going from fourth to fifth. And so you're going to have the opportunity this month to see into these other realities, these other dimensions. And you do want to keep what you're seeing there, there, and be here as well, and keep this reality as it is. The two could get convoluted. And so you want to keep the inner realities on the inner, and the outer reality that we're all sharing here on the outer. Now, it is a wild and wacky month because Uranus is so strong. And the sun is in Aries, and there's a full moon in Libra on April 10th and 11th. And this full moon is activating the Pluto-Uranus square that's been ongoing for many years now. And the sun will oppose Jupiter on the 8th. It will square Pluto. No, it'll oppose Jupiter on the 7th of April, square Pluto on the 8th, and exactly couple with Uranus on the 14th. This is all in the Libra full moon on April 10th and 11th, bringing the action to the inner world, the inner life, the deeper mysteries, the labyrinth of your psychology, going deep. Libra rules that area of your life that has to do with going deep. Deep passion, deep mysteries, acute awareness. And so it's stirring the pot in this area. And Uranus is opposing Jupiter and the moon and squaring Pluto, and that is stirring everything up. And it's a dynamic energy, it's an interesting energy, and it's also going to be, with Uranus so strong like this, expect the unexpected. Anything can happen, anything is possible, and you want to make sure that your dream time is not mixing with your awake time, or your astral traveling, your outer body traveling is not interfering with your physical day-to-day reality. Because it is definitely going to be crossing in here for you. And doors are opening into other dimensions for you, giving you profound insights and understanding. And it'd be great, like if you channeled it into your work, or you channeled it into any creative project you have, anything you're writing or singing or painting or cooking, anything that you do creatively, you bring in, because you could be seeing colors that we don't even know about. You could be seeing things that are on the etheric plane in the heaven world that are mind-blowing, and you could paint it, you could draw it, you could write about it, right? You could be writing, a sci-fi novel with this energy. So it's incredibly creative and interesting, and it can also give you tremendous understanding into your own psychology, into what's been going on with you, maybe how you give your power away or have been giving your power away to others, and how you can take that power back and, do what's right for you. So, you know, this full moon is happening in that area of other people's values, your partner's values, and the sun is in the area of what you love and value, what's right for you, what your needs are, what you want. And so there is that, what do I need? What do other people need from me? What do I want? What do other people want? And so creating that balance between what you need and want and what others need and want from you. And, you know, you want to go by not promises being given to you at this time, but actual behavior, right? Because there's a lot of retrogrades going on here. Now, Venus re-enters Pisces on the 2nd, and that's wonderful. Having Venus in your own sign is just amazing. And so she's staying with you the whole month. She's blessing you. She could be bringing you love. She could be bringing you opportunity. She could be bringing you prosperity. And she's giving you some sort of parting gift before she moves into Aries on the 28th of the month. She re-enters Aries. So there could be some sort of parting gift that she gives to you. Now, she is going to be challenged by Saturn on April 8th and the 21st. So she meets up with him on the 8th. And that could be kind of an intense day because the sun's being squared by Pluto on the 8th. And then on the 21st, she's being squared again, challenged by Saturn. And so you're going to be looking at, you know, what you do in the world, because Saturn is at the top of the chart, your destiny in the world, your profession in the world, your contribution to society. And Saturn goes retrograde April 6th through the 25th. So there could be some sort of change that you're wanting to make with Saturn going back over your, you know, career goals, your professional life. What changes do you want to make? You know, whenever a planet retrogrades, it gives you the opportunity to go back over what you've been doing and improve things. That's why it's good when planets retrograde. We may not like it as humans, because as humans we just want to keep going. But there's a divine purpose in why planets retrograde. And it gives us the opportunity to revise, revisit, redo, and it also is an opportunity to integrate what you've learned since Saturn went direct last August 2016 and incorporate all of the growth work you've done in this area of your destiny in the world, your profession in the world. And you know, he's challenging Venus, and so he wants for you to look at these relationships, particularly professional relationships, although it can be, you know, Venus rules relationships, so it can be personal, you know, romantic, but you know, where Saturn is, it has more to do with professional liaisons, and you know, it's an opportunity for you to look at what you're receiving from the dynamic. Right? You're a very generous sign. You like to give. You like to help others. What are you receiving from the relationship? And it also could be your relationship to what you're doing in the world. Do you still like the work you're doing? Do you like the company you own? Do you like the business you're in? Do you like being a doctor? Do you like what you're doing? This is an opportunity to look at that. Remember now, you're getting profound insights from the higher planes, from your mighty I am presence, your super consciousness. And there's downloads coming in through the crown chakra. And you're getting tremendous insight. Maybe you're going to see into your past lives, like your whole soul evolutionary path that you've been on. And now you have this opportunity to make some adjustments in what you're doing. Right? Maybe it's about releasing past life vows, some sort of vow, right? You know, sometimes people they hold up their prosperity because they have a vow of poverty that they took many, many lifetimes ago, or a vow of celibacy they took many lifetimes ago that no longer applies to the life you're living now. So maybe there's that going on too, where you're breaking up some old contracts. Yay! And you can always rewrite contracts. You are the master of your destiny. You can change your fate. And you do it through conscious awareness. You do it through consciously stating out loud to the universe what you want. I want prosperity now. I want fill in the blank. Now. I release ancient contracts. I release what no longer serves me. I release what has been holding me back. This is a time of brilliant breakthroughs with you. Now, it is going to be zany this month because this energy is rocking all of us. There's Pluto Uranus being activated by the Sun in Aries, and the Libra full moon is one badass moon. And it's a good moon, it's just, Uranus is opposing it and Pluto's squaring it, although the moon is with Jupiter, so it's favoring the Libras. And Saturn is trining the Sun. Saturn is trining Uranus. So, there is solid support at this Libra full moon, and it is about being bold, being a risk taker, being an adventurer. The Aries energy, it's all about new beginnings, and it's like being a newborn. It's like being fresh at what we do and starting something new, and the anticipation of the adventure that's ahead of us and what we're going to do about it. And just being in that moment of, I have so much to look forward to. And so there is such positive, uplifting energy here to work with, no matter where you are on the planet. Even if where you are is the fall, it's still a positive energy to work with. And it is exciting and interesting and dynamic. And if that's not enough, let's retrograde Mercury. So Mercury takes his turn to retrograde April 9th through May 3rd. He starts out at 5 degrees Taurus, and then he backs into Aries in later this month. He starts out at 5 degrees Taurus, and then he backs into Aries and goes direct in Aries on May 3rd at 24 degrees Aries. And so, he's moving from communication area into what you love and value and the financial area for you. And so, it's not the best time to commit, sign a contract, make a major purchase. If you can wait on that till after May 3rd, you will find that you have the clarity, that you have the tools that you need, you have the insight that you need, and it's a better energy to make solid choices. Because this fire energy with the Uranus-Pluto being activated is going to be over the top. And, you can find that people may be erratic and zany and all over the place. One minute they're here, the next minute there, and you can't really count on it. So go by behavior with people. Don't go by what they're promising you. Because their behavior could change very quickly. Uranus does that with us. He's in here disrupting things. And so anything's possible and anything can happen. And, one minute you're here and the next minute you're here and then you're back over here. And then, so it's not the best energy to make solid choices, solid investments. It's better to just, go with the flow, ride the roller coaster, stay flexible. That is one of your strengths. Being a mutable sign is you're flexible and adaptable. You can move with the energies. It's like doing karate. You got to dodge the energy or move the energy or move with the energy. And that's how you want to work it. You know, once that sun gets into Taurus on the 19th, things really start to ground, although you could be feeling it on the 17th because the sun will exactly trine Saturn, and Saturn helps to, you know, slow things down and focus and make things practical. And that could be a really good day for you because the Saturn trining the sun, there could be some sort of payoff for you or reward for the work you've been doing. So even though Venus in Pisces has been challenged by Saturn, and that can be a bit requiring on the 8th and the 21st, and it is very positive having the sun trine Saturn on the 17th, and then of course that sun entering Taurus on the 19th, that helps to ground the energy and use the energy in a way that is practical and productive. So yes, you're being called to action on the 8th and the 21st with the Venus dancing with the Saturn. However, things really start to improve with the sun entering Taurus, and then the Taurus new moon on the 26th is a beautiful new moon. There's no challenging aspects to the new moon, and it's loosely trining harmonious energy flow to Saturn because Saturn is so late in Sagittarius. He's almost to Capricorn, and so there's this beautiful positive energy flow with Saturn to the sun and the moon in Taurus in the area for you, communication, speaking, writing, teaching, thinking, social media, short distance travel, neighbors, relatives. And it's a very grounding energy, practical energy. So that can also help to make good choices and make right decisions for yourself. So I really do like this energy. Now Mars is going to enter Gemini on the 21st, and that's going to bring the focus to your foundation. That's going to be where you may want to do a lot around the house, painting, cleaning, refurbishing furniture, or cleaning out the garage, things like that. You'll find that you have the energy to do more around the home, which is always a good thing. Now, Mercury is going to couple with Uranus on the 28th, and this is an amazing aspect. Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury, and the two of them are coming together exactly on the 28th, and they're also being trined, positive energy flow, with Saturn, because he's right there at 27 degrees, 28 minutes Sagittarius, trining Mercury at 26 degrees Aries and Uranus at 25 degrees Aries. So Uranus is really starting to climb in Aries. And so you could have some sort of financial breakthrough. You could have some financial reward and recognition at work as well of your contribution. So there could be some sort of increase that happens for you through work, through the work that you're doing, that is just amazing. And there's also like the opportunity where, Uranus awakens us, and you could be coming up with new ideas, new solutions to challenges you've been having in regards to the work that you do, or the investments that you have, or where you're putting your energy, where you're putting your time, where you're investing yourself. This could be, a real breakthrough, right? With the Saturn-Venus showing you something, now it's like, okay, now I know what to do. I know what to do about this situation. I know what to do about this person. I know how to make money here. You are a money sign. You're ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. And you see things that the rest of us don't. And that could be it too. Like you come up with some money-making idea, right? Where the rest of us, we see a pile of junk. We're like, it's a pile of junk. And you're like, no, it isn't. There's a treasure in there. And come to find out, that you found something that is worth a lot of money. And, you could sell it and make a lot of money. And so it could be like that too, where you come up with some amazing money-making idea that you just pull out of the etheric. That could be it too, right? While you're visiting the other dimensions, have your guides show you new money-making ideas, and then you could use that, and next thing you know, you're making money with something that is just amazing and fun and interesting. And so this is an interesting month for you because you're traveling many dimensions. You're traveling the different worlds. And if you can keep them separate, right, then you're going to find that you're experiencing amazing insights and understanding and incredible possibilities, exciting and brilliant breakthroughs, just brilliant. Now, for those of you open for love, it is a Libra moon, which Libra rules relationships, but it's not so much a new start or a new love relationship. With all the retrogrades, that has more to do with people from your past, and it's in the area of intimacy with someone you're in a relationship with. So I'm not seeing necessarily that, but anything can happen. Love can happen anywhere, anytime, and anything's possible. I see more like completing relationships or finishing a relationship, clearing the deck for new relationship. And it's good. For those of you coupled, make sure you're doing what's right for you and that you're not just jumping over there and making the partner happy. Make sure you're making you happy too, right? Is that you're looking at what you need and what you want, and and asking for what you need and want from other people. Important to do. So you will have an opportunity this month to really look at relationships and how they're serving you, both personal and professional, and make right choices. And you'll have those answers by the end of the month, and especially as Mercury goes direct on May 3rd. Money looks good. I'm really seeing something happening here with you, where you invent something or create something or attract something or find something. You figure something out, and voila. Spiritually, hello. You're just enjoy yourself. Have fun, with these inner dimensions that you're traveling, and enjoy what you're seeing, because it is mind-blowing. Not seeing any challenges to the health, so just keep taking good care of you. Make sure you're doing what's right for you. Eating well, exercising, getting plenty of rest. It's the key to success. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plussing my videos. Pisces, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock! And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. It's also up in the cards. So until next time, Pisces, it's amazing what is going on with you. And, for those of you that are creators, you're going to find like this is an amazing time for your creativity.